So I'm going to start with a question. What's the weather like in your country? Because this is how you ask, what's the weather like? And I think English people do often talk about the weather. It's a way of starting a conversation. I think when you haven't seen someone for a long time, you often talk about the weather. And if you don't know someone very well, you often talk about the weather. It's considered a neutral topic. It's not politics, it's not religion or anything like that. It's a nice neutral topic that everybody can discuss. And so what's the weather like in your country? Let's ask you some questions about it. What time, roughly, and remember, roughly means approximately. Yeah, approximately. What time roughly, what time approximately? Yeah, not exactly, but approximately. Yeah, it's another way of saying the same thing. Approximately, roughly. What time approximately does the sun come up and go down at the moment in your country? Yeah, so I think at the moment it's winter here, so the sun comes up very late and goes down very early because we don't get much sun in winter. Yeah, so it comes up very late and it goes down very early. I think it goes down at about 5:30 at the moment, maybe 6, I'm not sure, maybe 6:30, I'm not sure. But let's say roughly 6 o'clock it goes down, and I think it comes up at roughly 7:30, 8 o'clock, yeah, something like that. So we don't get so many hours of sunshine at the moment because it's winter. But notice these phrasal verbs, and they are intransitive. The sun comes up, no object. The sun goes down, no object. Yeah, now compare these two, which means the sun rises and the sun sets. And yeah, you can say that as well. What time does the sun rise? It's another way of saying the same thing. You know, come up means rise. What time does the sun rise and what time does the sun set at the moment? Yeah, they are exactly the same. Okay. Now, here are two more phrasal verbs. The sun came out. Now, come out is different from come up. Come out means appear from behind a cloud. So often the sun is hidden by some clouds, and then the clouds clear. They clear. They clear up. I mean, we're going to have clear up in a second. When the clouds clear up, when the clouds clear, you can just actually say clear. You see the sun appears, and we say the sun came out. Yeah, and of course it brightens up. Here's another phrasal verb. It brightens up when the sun comes out. Notice that phrasal verbs are always verb and then preposition. Verb and then preposition, most of the time anyway. And so we use these guys everywhere. We use them in so many of our sentences, and it's why they're so important. So the sun came out means it appeared from behind a cloud. The sun went in, and do pay attention to these two verbs because they're different for the opposites. The sun went in means it disappeared behind a cloud. So it brightens up when the sun comes out, but it clouds over. Here's another phrasal verb. It clouds over and cools down when the sun goes in. Yeah, when the sun goes in, it clouds over. So cloud over means become cloudy. It means become overcast. That when the sky is overcast, there are lots of clouds. It's cloudy, it's a grey sky. So cloud over means become grey. Yeah, so it clouds over when the sun goes in, and it also cools down. Cool down for when the temperature goes down. Warm up would be the opposite of cool down. Yeah, warm up is the opposite of cool down.